Hello, YouTubers and fellow GY6 riders. This is my new Challenger Racing Series. It's a 49cc QMB 139. If you follow my videos and seen any of them, I also have a 49cc Solana. It's a year and a half old. That one has some cracked plastics and needs a valve adjustment, but it still runs and drives. I drive it sometimes still. But I saved up my money and went and bought this bad boy. It's a Apollo Challenger 49cc. I got it at AZ Scooter, like my other one. Brand new. It's got 14 miles on it. It's got a tach for the RPMs. Got the speedometer. The big ones are miles per hour. The yellow ones are kilometers. It's got the fuel gauge. It's got the blinkers. It's got the high beam, low beam. It's got a glove compartment right here. I have my registration that I needed. They gave me a paper plate at the shop, so the rest of it's in there. You do not need a driver's license, insurance, or a plate. I know that for sure, 100% in Arizona, because the last one I bought brand new, we brought it to the DMV, and they just gave us the title for $9.50, and that was all they needed. Just titled it. Registration one time, no license, no insurance, no plate. So yeah, this had a box on it, but I took it off. I didn't need it. I'm not going to go shopping or anything. So down here is the exhaust pipe. Pretty heavy duty. It's got the burn warning and metal gate. It's the protector. It's got actually a rear seat for 49cc, so it can carry a lot more weight than the Solana. That's why I picked this one out. And 12-inch tires, and they're wider. That's a plus in the scooter world. Bigger the tires, the better. My old ones, 10-inch tires. Big difference. These are wider. These are 12 inches. A lot more load, a lot more speed, a lot more stability. Yeah, totally better. Now down here, usually has a rubber mat, and it always gets messed up, and it lifts up and never fits right. Well, they didn't put one on. It's just a hard plastic. And then I got the screw. Right there is the battery. And then it has a ignition lock. The handlebar lock. All the way to the left. Push in your key. And then twist to the left. Pull out. Then nobody can push the scooter forward. It goes in circles. That's pretty cool. And then back here is where you open your trunk. There's a key right by the rack, rear rack. You put the key in, you twist, you lift up your seat. And then in here, it's got pretty decent storage space. You might be able to fit a half face helmet, not a full face. It's got this door right here. You unscrew, and you can get to your carburetor or parts of your motor. Speaking of that, there's a door right here too. Screw, get to your motor, do some work on it. It's got the kick start. Gotta love that. It's got the center stand, plus the side stand. That's the kickstand. And the gas tank. It fits 1 gallon and a quarter. 1/4. And up here, the mirrors are decent. I like how tight they are. When you move them into position, they don't move around, so they stay where you needed. It's got handlebar guards when you buy the brake levers. I always see that on dirt bikes. It's pretty cool to see it on a scooter. And then up here we got, unlock the handlebars so you guys can see. Alright. Right here we got high beam, low beam, blinkers, left, right, and then you push that button on the middle to disengage. And then it's got the horn. Doot, doot. It's got kill switch, and it's got the starter button. Pretty cool. And then on the right is the twist throttle. On the right brake lever is the front brake, which is disc. It's got the reservoir right here for the brake fluid. On the left is your back brake, which is drum. It's a simple fix. You just twist that little nut down here, and you can tighten and loosen it. It's got brand new motor. I mean, this is immaculate condition. Literally, it's 20 hours old. I bought this because I'm 260 pounds and I needed something that would hold my weight, because on the Solana, long story short, I went through 4 back tires because the rear shock bent over because how cheap that one was made, and a year and a half later my weight has pushed it down so far. I cracked plastics and all that. It's not good. So I just went and bought a better one. Yeah. So right here's the air box. Most people take this off and put it on the cone air filter, K&N or something. Here's the rear shock. There's only a mono shock. That's what I am upset about. One thing it needs is 2 shocks, but since you can fit 2 people on it, I imagine it will hold me. Pretty cool. Here's the blinkers in the back, left, right. Here's the tail light. And then up front, we got a huge headlight. Big old headlight. And it's got a beefy stance. I mean, if you would have seen this, it's not so sunny out. Blame Arizona in the morning. It's got an aggressive, beefy stance. That's all I know. It's like high ground clearance too. I gotta say that's a 1.5 foot ground clearance. So it's in a low emission vehicle, of course, 49cc and scooters and all. And if you're on the fence about buying a 50cc, all it is a neighborhood cruiser. And if you want to soup them up and do all this work to them and make them go faster and all that, you might as well just go buy a 150cc. Because those go 50 and 60 out of the box. This one goes like 30, 35 out of the box. If you do a little tuning, you might be able to get to 45. But I'm not worried about that, because I know what I got into. I know how to ride them. This is my 16th one in my whole life. So it's nothing new to me. I'm a seasoned rider. And I knew getting a 50... I knew getting a 50 is a lot different than getting a 150. But this is my 4th 50 I've owned in my whole life. So I knew what I was getting into. It's worth it to me. So if anybody else thinks that same, don't be hesitant to buy one. They're cheaper, no license, no insurance, no plate. They're cheaper on gas, they're cheaper on maintenance, they're all around safer because you're not going 60 miles an hour on something so tiny. And if you live in a neighborhood that has a lot of golf carts cruising around, little mini bikes or dirt bikes and stuff, this is the best bet. It's street legal. You can go wherever you want. But yeah, I didn't see many videos about this one, so I had to make one. It's called the Polo Challenger 49cc. It's pretty good. Thanks for watching.